Let me take this opportunity to thank organizers to choose me as a chief guest for this inauguration function of this conference. To be honest, I never deny the invitation from my alma mater because I am product of Rayat. Because in the introduction, this I did not mention that I belong to Rayat. I have completed my education from Science College, Lonan, where these people were my teachers. Thorat sir, Bobde sir, Shinde sir. So I am product of Rayat and I am very happy and I am honored to be here to inaugurate this function. Of course, I am not a celebrity, I am not a scientist. Of course, I am top-cited researcher. But to be honest, I would like to tell that I am very sincere teacher. I am very proud to say, because most of the teachers of Shivaji University and most of the students who are working abroad, they are my students. So that way, I am very proud and successful teacher. As the conference is related to recent advances in fabrication technology of nanomaterials, I should spare some time to talk about the research and what are current inventions and current trends in research. We know there is a research in almost all fields of science and technology. And our progress of mankind and country and all other countries is due to the extensive research, the sincere high quality research that is being undertaken in all these fields. But what I personally feel, the research should not be considered as a part of academic interest or the part of luxury making things, but it should be considered as the tool for creation of a knowledge, generation of a knowledge. Very purpose of education system is to generate knowledge, and to generate knowledge one should know what existing knowledge is, and that will lead to creation of a knowledge. So I personally feel that research should be considered as a tool for generation of a knowledge. This is one thing. Certainly research means it should not be taken as a invention. Means research should not lead to invention, but the honest research will certainly lead to invention. And research should be the process which is connected to the knowledge generation. Now, who will do this research? Who are doing this research, and who should do this research? You young people should do research. Why? Because new education policy, they have made the research component as a compulsory component in your curriculum. Therefore, the policymakers have thought that these are the people who should handle the research, who should do the research, and who should learn by doing research. So that way, the research is very important, and cultivating the young minds, nurturing the young people is a very difficult task, it's very challenging task. Because we know, your principal sir also will agree with me, the fact that the admission to BSc Part 1 have been tremendously reduced. And it is the case all over university, not only in Maharashtra, but in other states also. The important reason for this is people are not choosing basic science as their study of subject due to the reason that they are behind earning fast money. They want to become rich as early as possible. But simultaneously, what I personally feel, while becoming rich, you should be knowledgeable. And this knowledge generation process is a continuous process, and it is continuously on. Information converts into knowledge, knowledge converts into information, and that is the cycle. And the important, what you can say, stakeholder or important person in this knowledge generation process is a teacher. It is said that a teacher is a torch. Shikshak ha ज्ञान आणि संस्कृती एका पिढीकडून दुसऱ्या पिढीकडे जाणारी मशाल असते असं मराठीतून म्हटलं जातं. And that is very important. And really it is true. So all teachers who are present on the dais, off the dais, who are listening in the online mode, I appeal all them that you should be so instrumental in developing your student that you should not create copycats, but you should create think tanks. You should not develop, you should not create copycats, but you should develop the think tank. The student, they should not be like, one should not give the knowledge or one should not give the information to the student like the school feeding. The students are supposed to be knowledge thirsty. So what we do for the 30%, we take to the 30% to the water reservoir. He has to drink the water, is it not? So we should not feed water to the 30%, but we should make them drink that water. So similarly the case for the knowledge, we should not give the knowledge as a spoon, like the spoon, we should make them learn. So this is the responsibility of the teacher, and as I told, the teacher should be a torch which carries knowledge and from one generation to other generation. So that the creativity and the curiosity will be sustained in the student, and it is the role of the teacher that decides the curiosity and the innovative thinking in the students. So good teacher should be like that. He should cultivate moral values and social values in the student. विनोबांनी विद्यार्थी, शिक्षक, ज्ञान आणि समाज याच्याविषयी एक चांगली गोष्ट म्हटली आहे. काय म्हणतात विनोबा? शिक्षक हा विद्यार्थीनिष्ठ असावा, विद्यार्थी हा ज्ञाननिष्ठ असावा, ज्ञान हे समाजनिष्ठ असावं आणि समाज हा समतानिष्ठ असावा. म्हणजे हे जे ज्ञान निर्मितीची प्रोसेस जी आहे ती समाजापर्यंत असावी आणि तो समाज समानतेवर असावा. तो विनोबांनी किती चांगल्या भाषेमध्ये चांगल्या एकाच वाक्यात सांगितलेलं आहे. मी परत सांगतो, शिक्षक हा विद्यार्थीनिष्ठ असावा, विद्यार्थी हा ज्ञाननिष्ठ असावा, ज्ञान हे समाजनिष्ठ असावं आणि समाज हा समतानिष्ठ असावा. So while doing research, what one should do is you should practice, you should not forget ethics of the research. You should not copy the research done by others. Your research should be innovative research. It should be, your contribution should be new contribution. For every student who had under my guidance, I comply them, make compulsion to them that they should have their own contribution so far as any paper is concerned, so far as any thesis is concerned, any chapter of the thesis is concerned. Of course, the plagiarism software will tell you where you copied the material, but even then, you see, we do a research as a academic part, our academic intention. But while doing this, one should be part of the knowledge generation process. That is my urge to my every student, not only PhD, to MSc student as well. Otherwise, मराठीतून असं म्हटलं जातं सर, तुम्ही अनैतिकतेनं मिळवलेल्या डिग्र्या, मग ते पेपर असतील किंवा डिग्र्या, ह्या रस्त्यावरची फुलं असतात की तुम्हाला हसूही देत नाही त्याने रडूही देत. त्यामुळं तुम्ही जो रिसर्च करताय तो कसा असायला पाहिजे ह्या एका वाक्यात तुमचं लक्षात आलं. अनैतिकतेतून मिळवलेला पैसा असेल, डिग्री असेल, पदवी असेल, पद प्रतिष्ठा असेल, ते रस्त्यावरचे फुलं असतात. ती तर फुलं असतात पण ती तुम्ही घेऊ शकता. त्यामुळं तुम्ही कशी डिग्री मिळवायची, हाऊ यू नीड टू get degree or how you need to do a research is in your hand. I personally feel that the teacher-student relation should be a relation of a parent and his child. Because for a parent, child is always child. Till the end, he is a child. For teacher also, every student to whom he has trained, to whom he has taught, is always teacher. His achievement, success are the success of the teachers. But what happens recently, we see that the teachers, they ignore student, or the student who have got achievement, they ignore the teachers. This should not be the case. Or I cannot exactly say they ignore, but they don't remember their teachers. Recently, as far as research in material science is concerned, it is a great success of our university or many universities in India. Overseas also, if you see, the research in physics is research in material science. But what I personally feel, though I do research in material science, I should make my student to do the research in physics. Material science is an interdisciplinary subject. It is not a subject of physics. It is a subject of engineering, chemistry, biology, nanotechnology, physics. But the research in physics has, what you can say, we have thrown it away. So many students, they should undertake the research in the physics, I personally feel. During the introduction, it was mentioned that I was listed in the global ranked scientist. We never applied for this list. We never applied to the Stanford University. We don't ask them to put our names in the list which they have published. But let me make clear few things as far as that list is concerned, because I have few things to talk about this. Since last 24 years, we are doing research. Our research is being put on the website and the journal homepages. The citations received to the papers, they also are put on the website and on the database. And there are many databases who are taking care of these numbers. And ultimately, you can find the database like Scopus, Google Scholars, and so many are there. And people think that if you have many number of publications, then you are a great scientist. Few other people say that I have more citations than you, though my papers are less, I am great. So this greatness was figured out in terms of numbers by defining a compound citation index by the people in this Stanford University. What they did, they thought of number of publications, number of citations, number of single author paper, number of number of authors in the paper, and so many things. And based upon that, by making statistical formula, they defined the compound citation index. What you can call it as some number which defines the quality of the researcher. I'm not talking of a scientist. I'm talking of the researcher. And based upon that, they prepared a list of 1 crore scientists. This list of 1 crore scientists from all disciplines, from all countries. And putting this list of 1 crore scientists on the website will not make any sense. Therefore, what they did, they selected top 2 scientists, that is 2 lakh scientists. And these 2 lakh scientists were recognized. Stanford University nor elsewhere call them as they are great scientists. They call that they are top cited scientists. So, in that list, fortunately, my name came. Of course, there are many. Of course, Dr. Dubal, Dr. Shinde, and so many are there. They are listed in that list. Then, in the next year, what they did, they published. This list was published in 2 ways. One was based upon their lifetime achievements, and other was their yearly performance, lifetime performance and yearly performance. So our name, my particular name, it has appeared in both lists for last 3 years. So what it means to me and for you and for Rayat Sanstha, for your university and for this area, it means that we are doing a good quality research. This is one thing. But it doesn't mean that we are great. I should not say that I am a great scientist. I should not say that I am listed in the 2% scientist list, means I am a great scientist. And by sitting at other overseas lab or any other seat, one should not talk what you can say about the research and the problems in the India and the problems in the Maharashtra and what can be done in the education system of the Maharashtra. So I should not do that. So what I should do, I should take my research to ahead. I should do my sincere research and I should continue my research in the sincere way. Why I am telling this elaborately? The reason is that our people, the people of India, and do you know how many Indian researchers, because Dr. Dubal's name is not in the Indian researcher. His name is in the Australian research because his affiliation is the Australian. So I'm talking of the number of scientists who have appeared in that 2% list. The number you will surprise, it is merely 1,500. Even to be exact, 1,470 or so. So these many scientists, these many researchers from India, they have appeared in that list of 2 lakh scientists. So this number is very poor. So people, they say that we have got many citations, we have got many publications. This is the real picture of the research of India. Why this is so? This is so because we are not following excellence. For what do you mean by excellence? I will spare. I hope I have a few 5 minutes more time. There was one sculpture, and he was artist. He was preparing a idol. Murti घडवत होता. So he was developing one idol, and very similar idol of 3.5 feet was lying side by, and he was similarly preparing that idol. म्हणजे मूर्ती 3.5 फुटाची तयार करतो. तर तिथून जाताना एक परदेशी ग्रस्त असतो, तर त्या कलाकाराला तो हटकून विचारतो, म्हणजे थोडक्यात दिवस तो चिडवतो. तो म्हणतो तुम्हाला 2 मूर्त्या तयार करायची ऑर्डर मिळाली का? तर तो म्हणतो नाही, मला एकच मूर्ती तयार करायची ऑर्डर मिळाली. मग म्हणतो ही दुसरी मूर्ती कशासाठी केली? स्टॉक साठी ठेवली आहे. तो म्हणतो तसं नाही, काय झालंय, इथं समोर एक चौक आहे, त्या चौकामध्ये 20 फूट उंचीचा खांबा आहे. त्या 20 फूट उंचीच्या खांबावर ही 3.5 फुटाची मूर्ती उभी करायची आहे, आणि ती जी अगोदर मी मूर्ती तयार केली होती त्या मूर्तीच्या नाकावर छोटासा ओरखडा, आणि तो ओरखडा सुद्धा मला सलतोय, म्हणून मी तशाच पद्धतीची दुसरी मूर्ती पा. त्या कलाकाराच्या प्रामाणिकतेबद्दल, त्याच्या उत्कृष्टतेबद्दल मला सांगायचं. तर तो समाधानी नाहीये. तुम्ही सांगा 20 फुटाची तो खांब, त्याच्यावर 3.5 म्हणजे 25 फुटावर असलेलं छोटस नाक, त्याच्यावरचा ओरखडा जाताना दिसणार आहे का? आपण काय म्हणलं असतोय, चालते. पण त्या माणसाला ते चालत नव्हतं, तयार करणाऱ्या माणसाला चालत नव्हता. त्यासाठी पुन्हा त्याला आठवडाभर ती मूर्ती घडवायची होती, कष्ट करायचे होते. अशा पद्धतीचे प्रयत्न तुम्ही जर केले तर तुम्हाला आयुष्यामध्ये उत्कृष्टतेचा पाठलाग करता येईल. तुम्ही उत्कृष्टता फॉलो करा. इन रिसर्च ऑल्सो इज द सेम. We are not following excellence. What we are doing, we are just following what our teachers are telling. We are not following which is expected to follow. We are not following at all. We are just kind of copycats. We are not the think tanks. For example, I will tell you, if elephant is standing here and there are 4 people who are standing front, back, this side, that side. To those 4 persons, that elephant will be like. For me, who is looking at that elephant from back side, will feel that for that elephant there is no head. There are only 2 legs. For other person who is standing, he will see the same elephant, but he will feel that, he will observe that, he will perceive that. I am very specific about this word. He will perceive that he has 1 head and only 2 legs. The person who are standing on the opposite side, they will feel that there are 2 legs. But the 2 legs seen by all the 4 people, they are different points. So perception is person dependent. Dharana hi vyakti सापेक्ष असते. Perception is a perception dependent. Same is the case in the research. The thing which I see at my result, you may see it in different perceptions. So we should be, our effort should be achieving excellence and achieving our state in a such a way that we are very near to the actual person. We are very near to the fact. And this is lacking in the research in India. That is the reason why, though we are achieving many numbers, though we are listing in the 2% scientific list, we are not creating Nobel laureates. This is the sad story of the research. Somebody will say, sir, why you have not got Nobel Prize? That is the different. I will answer that question in different lecture. But this is not the forum at which I should talk about that. So financial support policy of our country also is the big hurdle for a good quality research that is not being carried out in our country, in our region, or in our path. Low citation impact is the another thing. As I told, we are not getting citations. You see, when we were doing research, then also it was very difficult to publish the paper, and now also it is very difficult to publish the paper. The research, if it is carried out in Shivaji University with the existing infrastructure, and the same research, if it is carried out in one of the laboratories in the UK or maybe in USA, there is a lot of difference because our perception is not real. We are not very near to what actually we need to see. So this is the thing. To me, it is my personal opinion. It is not a general opinion. Why US is ahead? Why US researchers they are ahead?